Hello, welcome to my podcast. Well, I'm not really quite sure if it's a podcast. Maybe I'm just jealous of the other people who have podcasts. This is just, I just pressed the record button and I'm talking. I guess I do that from time to time here. Again, I just want to say, I guess I'm here on YouTube and um, I guess I'm thankful for the fact that there's a free service where you can just broadcast yourself. Maybe some people, I've heard some people complaining and stuff about it. People are saying, I don't know, I guess they have some problems and stuff. Maybe they get, and I guess this goes for social media in general. I guess there's some controversies out there about what people are saying, freedom of speech and all this. But I guess, they say that you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. I guess that was like an old case, but that's, so there's this whole question of freedom of speech, people saying things but the whole issue is that, we don't know what the authority is. I guess we have some idea of what it is. There's certain, media services, news services that are accredited as the authority, but it's a little bit confusing, and of course, like the freedom of speech notion is always existing out there. But yeah, I know, yeah, people complain. But anyway, I just, all I know is that I have this channel here, and it's like YouTube. You sign up for an account and you can just, record a video and put it out there, and that's, that's what it is now. Maybe there was a time when if you wanted to do this, maybe you had to, you go on, get a, rent time on television or a radio station or whatever, and you could do this. But here, look, you got the internet now, and you got things like this that people can do. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just, just try to use it to, for, because I enjoy it, and then maybe there are some viewers out there that might take a look at this and get something out of it. Yeah, so that's basically it. And I know, of course, like with the pandemic and stuff, I guess that's like, that makes everything all crazy and stuff, so no matter what people put on YouTube or on social media and stuff, there's all this, all this, yeah, I don't know, what else can I say about it, I sometimes actually, I kind of think about, like everything I do, everything that I say or I do, I guess sometimes actually what happened was that, maybe it was something that I kind of thought about on my own, but I did, once there was a discussion group that I attended many years ago, and it was basically about the illusion of free will. So I guess it was the idea that, yeah, no matter what you do, no matter what's happening, it's kind of like, there are other forces that are kind of controlling you, basically controlling everything. And I don't know if it's true, but it was just, there was a person who basically, I guess that person had this theory, basically was contending that free will was an illusion. And they, started this group, whatever, and people would attend. And as I would expect, most people didn't agree with that. In general, people, they like to think that they have control over their own lives. I guess people are, I guess they like to believe that they're powerful and they're free, and they, whatever they say and they do, it's kind of like it's coming from them. It's like it's their own ideas. But this guy was basically saying, no. It's like you have no, it's all planned out from whatever, from the universe or from God or whatever. I know this was his theory, and basically I went in there, and at one point, I said, well, I don't really understand, why, how do you come up with this thing? So you know, he gave some kind of a reason, like something about like maybe it's the Big Bang and how the universe was created and all of these things, you know. But I had absolutely no idea what he was talking about. I mean, this person could be insane for all I know. I don't know. But anyway, I don't, you know, I guess I'm pretty easygoing and open-minded. So I say, you know, even though, you know, maybe I just couldn't, you know, understand it. So maybe that's just like my deficiency that I couldn't figure out what this theory meant. But I allow for the possibility, you know, like I'm agnostic, you know, when it comes to religion and things, you know, like, you know, I don't know if there's, you know, I mean, there are people who just say that they're atheists. They say that there's no God. You know, how do I know? Maybe there is a God, or, you know, maybe there isn't. I don't know, but or maybe it's, you know, maybe it's some other kind of a force or something. But anyway, yeah, you know, but basically what I said was, I said that I am, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people are coming in here and they just, you know, typical the way people are, you know, they just kind of, they're very strong in their beliefs and their ideas. They think that they know things, and they just said, no, you know, you're crazy, you know, like, of course we have free will, you know. And I just said, well, I said, no, I don't, maybe we do, maybe we don't, but, you know, I'm not going to tell you that, I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to shoot your theory down. I'm going to say that it's possible. Actually, the thing about it was, I kind of liked it in a way, because it kind of, it felt a little bit like a relief in a way, because for me personally, sometimes I feel some sense of anxiety, you know, I feel like a little stressed out, you know, I guess, and I mean, I guess I think it's about the way that I'm existing in the world, and what I'm, you know, the decisions I'm making, where I'm going, what I'm doing, what I say, and you know, and I guess I feel sometimes unsure about what I'm saying, what I'm doing, where I'm going, you know, what's happening, things, you know, even other things that I'm involved with, you know, other, you know, activities that I get involved in, you know, it kind of stresses me out. But I mean, I guess with this theory, basically you kind of like, you basically put all of that to rest. You kind of say, well, you know, like, whatever's happening here, we don't have control over it. So, you know, it's just basically, just go, just do, just be, just say, just whatever, you know, just let it happen, man. Don't, you know, don't think too much about it. Or even if you do think about it, who cares? You thought about it, you know. But just let it go. Let it ride, man. Just ride it out, man. Just go, do things, man, and forget it, man. So in a way, that was like a little bit of a relief, because I said, you know, like, no matter what's happening, there's some kind of a plan, and maybe it was predetermined, or maybe it's just, the plan is just, it's happening in the present. Anyway, that was just something that I guess I wanted to mention, and as it ties to my channel. Well, yeah, you know, like what's been happening with my channel? Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you've noticed that, if anybody that looks at it, if I look at it, I realize that, yeah, you know, I'm doing a lot of these, like, kind of, you know, I'm doing like cover songs, you know, like I'm doing like a lot of like these current cover songs, you know, with my, you know, guitar, ukulele things, you know. So, and you know, I mean, you know, there's a reason, you know, I mean, there's, you know, what I'm doing, you know, I'm looking at the different artists that there are today. I'm trying to be current, because I guess one day I thought, I said, you know, you might as well live in the current, you know. I mean, I could go back to the past. I mean, there were a lot of like artists from the past and stuff, but you know, actually, you know, I mean, in a way though, I mean, I think people are more paying attention to what's current. I mean, it's so, you know, and I want to be, you know, I want to be sort of in the action a little bit. So, but anyway, yeah, what do you got? You got like hip hop, and you got like pop, and you got you know, soul, and you got indie music, you got post punk, you got like some iconic artists that exists, and just all kinds of things that I might see, and, you know, comes to my attention by whatever means, you know, when I say, all right, I'm going to try to do this, you know, I'm going to try to like do my interpretation. You know, sometimes I could make it somewhat sounding like what it is on the record, you know, and sometimes absolutely no. It's like, I say that this this is difficult for me. You know, this is somebody singing in a different register, and so I'm going to just try to make it my own way. And I know it's not pretty sometimes. I know, I mean, I know I don't, I don't know. I know it's a little bit, it's definitely not perfection. And there are people that put out these videos, and what, by any kind of video. I mean, or if they do a song, there are people who sing, and they just have, they have like these really beautiful voices, pitch perfect voices, and they could be on American Idol, and they're like divas or whatever, and they're beautiful, and they make, and there are people who make the videos who are very, very polished videos, very polished. I don't do that. I mean, I don't. Look, I guess because it's one of the things I think about with this channel. Is that it does, maybe it's not so polished. Maybe I'm not taking the videos and getting some video editing software and messing around with it, putting little subtitles and little effects and things. And I don't I mean, I could do that. I mean, it's like, it's fine. I mean, there are people who do that, and it's wonderful, and you could be very creative with that too. I mean, you could think of yourself like being like a movie producer or something. And I could devote my energy to doing that. But I guess the main thing is that I think about, like with anything is basically what counts as content. So that's really what I'm focused on content. So it's kind of like like what I'm doing on the video is like, I mean, like right now I'm just talking, and hopefully there's something in what I'm saying that has some meaning. Or like if I'm doing a music video, I mean, it's just kind of like, it's just like I take the song and I got to play it, I got to perform it, I got to think that, maybe I'm playing the song live, so then I just, it is what it is, if I mess up, that's that. But anyway, that's, that's it, I'm taking these videos, and the music, of course, when you work with music, doing stuff with music, of course, like, music is just, it's kind of spiritual thing, makes people move or sing or dance, and it just makes them energized, whatever. So that's like the thing in the music. And then of course, with these songs, I mean, most of these songs have words, so there's the poetry attached. So then the poetry is, I mean, sometimes it's just talking about like the basic, principles of life, just things that have existed, from the beginning of human existence, it took universal themes and ideas, like love, whatever, people feel love, people, romantic situations, people, they get into those kinds of relationships and whatnot, and of course, I mean, for me, actually, when I think about love, I think of it like on a little bit of a deeper level, and I don't know if I want to get into it. And of course, there's just all the maybe political things and social issues and current affairs and things that are kind of like touched on in the songs. And even it could be like even just like the way that the language, the culture and the language that people are using. So it's kind of current for the day, current of what's happening. And so I'm just it's kind of like I'm making a reflection, with these, when I'm doing these covers, and hopefully, it's there for a good reason. Anyway, what else can I say? Maybe talk a little about politics. I don't. Politics. Oh boy, it's just really. You look at that, and I mean, and there are people who, I mean, I guess they're very strong in whatever they believe, what they think, and I just kind of like, I say, God, man, you don't even understand, you don't even come close to understanding. If you think that, embracing something in politics and saying, this is what it is, no, it's really not good. It's, and like what is it really all about? It's supposed to be about, we have these like this human society that we live in, so, I mean, it's supposed to be kind of creating like these communities and trying to, to figure out systems where we could live together, because we have, we have the technology and we have science and we have economics. So yeah, we live together and we're trying to, find a way to make it work. And I guess that's what people want to believe that it is. But it's corrupted. Let's face it. It's corrupted because you got people, power and people with a lot of money and I don't even know, like, sometimes I don't know if these people are human. I don't know really what they are, but there are influences in it that are like fucking it all up, man, fucking it up badly, man. But I have hope for it because, I'm a human being and I know other human beings, and even though they a lot of times they don't really get stuff, I'm on your side, man. Look, I see a lot of good in people, man. I see a lot of good, man, and I just, I want it to be right. I want things to be right, and I was actually thinking, like a movement. I don't know how to do a movement, but I guess I was thinking a lot of times you put a hashtag in front of a movement. So I thought of hashtag come get my vote, hashtag come get my vote. So it's, basically, people get together with different interests and stuff, and maybe they come up with a pact and they come up with like, and I guess I'm thinking like I'm in America, like I never got the, American presidential elections coming up. So, I mean, I guess, there are things that people are interested in. Like what, like Medicare for all or something. I mean, as people are really, they're really into that. They want to get that. The people are into that health care. Although I think that, really what it's really all about is health. Really, it's all about it's a little bit more about education about health, because, you want to basically, you want people to be healthy, but there are ways to be healthy, and it's not always like, whatever the medical industry will tell you that it is. But anyway, Medicare for all, basically health for the people. And of course you got like this pandemic, which is a health crisis, people are concerned about it. Maybe people are dying from it or getting sick from it, or if it is what they say it is, anyways, you got that. How about UBI? UBI, that's another thing, because people are having, economic problems. So, that would be something, or some kind of something to kind of help people in that way. I mean, people deserve it. People, they want to live comfortably. They want to be happy. And how about legalizing cannabis? That's something that would be good. You got, and I don't even know. I'm talking about cannabis. I don't even know shit about cannabis. But look, that's something that people care about. And I don't even, I don't know anything about cannabis. No, I don't. And that's a whole other discussion for another day. What else? So yeah, so it would be like, you basically come get my vote, and it would be like the idea of like these different, these politicians, whatever, they got to be specific about what they're going to do. So, the politician basically has to, come on television or whatever and swear a solemn oath and say that, if whatever these things are that this group is asking for, this, hashtag come get my vote, people, comes to it, so they're not going to veto it. They're going to sign it or whatever. They're going to support it. They're going to be in support. They're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Anyway, what else can I say? Well, I've said a few things today, and I think I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop. Anyway, I'll see you next time.